Oh my God! Jaws! Jaws! Oh my Lord! No! Wait a minute, it's not Jaws. It's the Fears Podcast. What's up, my friends? Fears, audience, Fears. How art is thou? Thouest is doing... I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I was a little tired after work, so I pretty much just slept. Pretty much, not all day, but a lot of the day. I did a couple of errands. And then yesterday, I just took the day off, from streaming. I thought, all right, no streams. I'll just, I'll have a break. So, there was that. But yeah. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing awesome. Lots to talk about. Lots and lots and lots of things to talk about. So let me just open up the chat here. I thought, all right, no stream. There we go. Switch it from top chat to live chat. Because the last time I forgot to do that. Everyone was like, well, Fears, that's the reason why you put it on live chat. And I was like, I know that. I just forgot, So yeah. I got a new mug. I got a new mug. Well, it's new to me. I got it at Goodwill, and I washed it thoroughly before I used it. Universal Studios, because I have tons of Disney mugs. This is my second Universal mug. When I went to Halloween Horror Nights way back in 2019, 2018, somewhere around there, I got myself a Halloween Horror Nights mug, and it's got Slimer on it. But this is the first time I've got the one with the logo on it. So I thought, all right, here we are. So let me know what you guys think. It's pretty good. I found it for $1, like a Goodwill. But it's been in my dishwasher for about a week and a half, because I was like, I have to wash this at least 5-6 times, to get all the crap out of it. Because I spilled my coffee, I'm sorry. I have to get all the crap out of it that's been accumulating in there, because God knows how long it's been sitting on the shelf at Goodwill. And I'm not trying to gross anyone else out. I'm just saying, so anytime you buy something from Goodwill, I'm telling my fans, you guys have got to wash it more than once. Wash it a couple of times. So yeah. Anyway. We got 2 people watching, 1 like. Today's topics are, I haven't reviewed a movie in quite a while, so I watched Life last night. I did watch a couple of Star Trek episodes. Look, Fears is, I'm watching some more tonight. I'm almost through season 1 of the original Star Trek. I'll be honest. Some of the episodes actually still hold up. Some of them don't. Star Trek is such an old television show, but it's groundbreaking. They did a lot of things on television that you couldn't get away with in the 60s, So they broke a lot of ground, and we have Gene Roddenberry to thank for that, my friends. He's the one that created Star Trek, that perfect world. No one was hungry, no fighting, no racism. It didn't matter if you were blue, black, white, yellow, whoever. Anyone could do any type of job in the future. So, I thank Gene Roddenberry for great entertainment, because it is an old show, but without Star Trek, we wouldn't have one of my favorite 80s television shows, Star Trek Next Gen. Next Gen is my favorite version of Star Trek. But I do appreciate the old Star Trek. I really do. I watched, so hopefully a lot of people show up soon. So today we're going to be reviewing Life, and then the top 10 movies that I can watch forever. I can just keep watching them over and over and over again. I'm gonna pick out 10 movies that Fears could watch forever. Doesn't matter how many times I've watched them. I could just keep rewatching them. So yeah. And then scary life events. There's been some times in Fears' life where I thought I was going to die, you know. And there's everyone, in life has these scary moments. And you're like, well, that probably won't happen. And then all of a sudden it happens to you, And you're like, well, no, this wouldn't happen. Or that wouldn't happen, But life is precious, You're only here for a certain amount of time. So you have to try not to waste your time. So yeah. Anyway. I'm gonna write in the Discord that I'm live, so hopefully people will know, because I don't know. There's only like one person in here, so let me try and let's see here. I'll write everybody in the Discord and let them know that I'm live. So let's see. Let's see here. Let's see here. Hope everybody's having a good day. Let's see. I'm going to tell Visions that I'm live. Let's see. I am live, so come and hang out. And then I'm going to tell everybody in the Discord that I'm live. Yo, I am live, so come and hang out. Everybody, come and hang out, everyone. Usually when I start a show, it usually takes a minute for people to get in here because they have to notice it. So, yo, I'm live, so come and hang out, everyone. Yeah, dude. All right, there we go. Well, hopefully more people will show up here soon. All right, nice. We got 2 people watching. All right, so eventually more people will come. Hopefully, I would call Larry, but every single time I call Larry, I think whenever I call people, I'm going to wait till like the end of the show because you guys know what was happening last week, man. The fucking OBS pretty much had like a panic attack and like crapped out on Fears. I tried 7 times last week. That was really annoying. I mean, really annoying. I don't know what the hell was going on. Finally, Randall to the rescue. Randall helped me out. Speaking of which, let's call Randall. Let's see how he's been doing because I have not talked to Randall in like 2 days. So let me see if I can try to get a hold of him. All right. Get a progress report on Fears, man. We'll see. Randall? Hello? Hello? Darn it. Well, I tried. Well, anyway, let's see if I can get him on Facebook. Hang on. Let's see here. See if I can get a hold of Randall. Let's see here. Well, I'm trying to get a hold. He may be at karaoke. I don't know. Let's see if I can call him on Facebook. No. Oh well. Let me try to send him a message. Hang on. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second here. Let's see. I'll try and send him a message on here. I don't know. He hasn't been on Facebook in a long time. Well, a super long time. You know what I mean. But it's been a minute. Let's see here. Let's see. Yo, Randall. I am live, so come and hang out. Hopefully he'll look at his Facebook. If not, then I'll try to get a hold of him another day, but we'll see. But, yeah. Anyway, let me put my phone on airplane mode so we don't get any disturbances while we're streaming. There we go. All right. There we go. All righty. We got a couple people watching now. 4 people watching. What's up, guys? Good to see you. Well, listen, if I do call Larry, it's going to be at the end of the show. Because I kid you not, man, I don't know what the hell was going on with OBS last week. But we all saw the mess that was last week. 7 times I tried to get a fucking live stream going. I was like, I'm getting pissed. And I was so pissed off that day. It was beyond belief. It was crazy. Anyway, we got 5 people watching. Say hello in the chat. What have you guys been up to? Hope you guys are doing well. All right. So, time for all the updates. I got some good updates. I got some bad updates. It is not going to work out with Claire. I had to block her. She turned into a psycho hose beast. She turned into a bitch. I thought, all right, I'll give her another go. We'll just be friends. We'll chat. And every time I tried to get a hold of her within this last week, she had the most shittiest attitude. What? What do you want? What do you want? I was like, I just want to say hi. So I went, okay, I'm done. Fuck you, bitch. I'm out of here. So that's the 10-second version. If you guys want the long version, I'll tell you. But oh man, it was bad. So I blocked her yesterday. I blocked her yesterday. I called her a bitch. She called me a weirdo. I said, fuck you. All I wanted to do, I didn't even want to call her on the phone. I deleted her number. She added me on a social media. I'm not going to tell you guys which social media, but we were writing each other back. And my plan was, all right, Fears, just work on the friendship. And then I was going to eventually ask her. I didn't even get a chance because of her shitty attitude. My plan was, hey, we've been chatting as friends for a little while. We've been working on our friendship. How about we do a redo on that date since the first date went horrible? And I told her about the idea, and she said, yeah, that's okay. She goes, I like that. And she did apologize for laughing in my face. This was before she turned into a psycho hose beast, right? So, for a while, it was going good. We were just chatting, and I think it was a lack of miscommunication. I told her, not yesterday, 2 days ago. Oh, wait, was it 2 days? No, 3 days ago. That, hey, at the end of the week, which would be around this time, because I messaged her on Monday. I said, hey, at the end of the week, I really want to talk to you about something important. And she's like, well, can't we just talk here? And I told her many times, yes, before I get your number back, I just want to talk on this social media. Like, just back and forth. And on this certain social media, you can call someone on this social media. Now, I'm not going to say which, because you can do that on Instagram, you can do it on Snapchat, you can do it on Twitter, you can do all that crap. So I said, eventually we can talk and hear each other's voice on this social media, right? Okay. So everything's going great. Everything's going good. And I guess some women don't like to be called out. They don't like to hear the truth. Nothing against my female fans, but over the years, Fears has had this occur. They can say whatever the hell they want to you. But when you call them on their own shit, they don't like that. And I'm like, that's only fair. If you're going to tell me all my flaws, I should be able to tell you your flaws. Claire had a lot. Way more than Casey. I don't know, like at least Casey, I can, like, even though our relationship didn't work out, we can still talk. And we're pretty close. And we can still get along. And I'm happy for her, and she's happy for me. So me and Casey actually get, like, along quite well, actually. Actually, we get along even better than when we were in a relationship, you know? But Claire, it was her way, the highway. It was, like, I don't want to listen to you. You have to listen to me. She was real loud and obnoxious, you know? Like, she practically yelled, like, at our waiter, you know, like, and I was like, why the hell is this fucking lady yelling at the waiter? The waiter's doing her job, so there was a lot of flaws, you know what I'm saying? But I thought, all right, well, I'll just be your friend and just chat. And I said, maybe, I said we were both nervous. I'll do a second date. You know, we'll do a redo. Didn't even get to it because the other day, apparently, I don't know, maybe she was in a bad mood, but I had had enough, you know, so I said, hey, I said, when can we talk? She goes, well, why don't you talk to me or call me around 9:30? So this happened last night at around 9:30. And I said, oh, I said, okay. She goes, yeah, before I go to bed. And she goes, that'll be right when I'm done, you know, playing. She goes, I have a bunch of round robin tennis games. And I said, oh, how many do you have? And she was like, oh, I've got about 2. Turns out she had 3. So I don't know, maybe she was tired. I don't know what the hell her deal was. But, you guys ready for this? And it was totally out of left field. That's when I was like, this girl is nuts. I'm done. I'm blocking her. So around, I messaged her like at 9:20, and apparently she got pissed. 9:20 is close, pretty damn close to 9:30. I didn't think it mattered. She's like, I told you 9:30! I'm like, well, it's pretty close to 9:30. And then she's like, I'm not stupid, John. I remember that we're going to talk at 9:30. I'm almost done. And I'm just like, slow your roll. You know what I'm saying? It was nuts. I went, okay. So I waited. I didn't send her another message. I just wanted to see how her day was. So I just said, hey, Claire, it's John. Just wanted to see how your day was. Can't wait to talk to you. And then she didn't, like, call me, but she went nuts, like, in a little text. And I'm like, okay, all right. So I waited. She called, and she's like, don't you have any patience? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, I just wanted to see how you were doing. I'm like, I wanted to see how the games were. I'm like, I knew that you were going to call me on the social media. She goes, well, I don't even know why you have to call me, like, why I have to call you. Like, we can just text. And I said, that's what I told you. I said, I wanted to just text on the social media app for a long while before we called. And she's like, well, I'm kind of busy, so what do you want? You wanted to say something important? And right when she said that, it was tons of attitude. I went, you know what, Claire? I said, I think I'm done. I said, I don't want to talk to someone with a shitty attitude. And she goes, what? What do you mean? And I'm like, listen, don't play dumb with me. I'm like, you yelled at me in a text. Wow, I messaged you a couple minutes before, you know? So I'm just like, I don't want to be with a person like this with absolutely no patience. And when I say she had the shittiest attitude alive, she had the most shittiest attitude alive. So she went, fine, whatever. And so I hang up. And then like 15, 20 minutes go by. I thought, I'll try and give her one more chance. And I said, did you have a bad day? I'm like, we can talk another day. I'm like, it's pretty rude of someone to yell at somebody, you know? And so she goes, don't ever talk to me again, weirdo. And I went, okay. I'm like, that's fine. And I'm like, by the way, you're a bitch. What did you call me? I went, you heard me. You're a bitch. And then I blocked her. I was just like, this is the craziest girl I've ever met so far in John Fears' life. All I wanted to do, and the important thing I wanted to ask her was, hey, do you still have feelings for me? Do you want to do a redo on our date? That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. But she didn't even let me get that far. So anyway, it worked out for the best. So there's that. Thank you for all the, the hearts or the smiley faces. Thank you. Feel free to, we got 10 people watching. Feel free to chat in the chat. No one's chatted yet, so go nuts in the chat. Anyway. Go nuts in the chizat. Anyway, so there's that. So I'm kind of glad it happened because it showed me Claire's true colors. Yo, what's up? Deadline, what's up? Good to see you. So yeah, it showed me Claire's true colors. So maybe it worked out for the best, but I meant nothing but nice things. And she must have had a bad day or something, but it was very weird. Very weird. Very, 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 very weird. Anyway, let's see here. It was nuts. It was pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. It showed me. Okay, I just wanted to make sure my audio was working. I thought maybe nobody's in the chat because maybe they can't hear me or something. But hopefully more people will start chatting. But yeah. So, what's up, Deadline? Are you a new fan? Let's see. Let's check out your profile. Okay, so you got, let's see, you got 2 videos, 2 short videos. Okay, you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because that's what your 2 videos are about. Nice! So did I. Growing up, I loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You got your profile picture is Castle Grayskull. Nice! I played with Castle Grayskull when I was a kid. Right on. That's cool. That's really cool. Wow. Thanks for all the smiley faces. I appreciate that. Anyway, well, welcome. I've never seen you in the chat before, so welcome. You must be a new fan, or you're an old fan that hasn't said anything ever. So nice to meet you. So there's that. So that's. I'm sorry that I started the show with bad news, but I was like, well, I'll just be open and honest. So it was nothing that I did. Thank you for the 3 likes. Somebody just gave me 3 likes on the show. So it was nothing I did. I tried to be as patient with her as possible. I tried to give her another chance. But either she had a bad day, and I don't know. It's just, I've never met a girl like her. She had the most shittiest attitude ever. There was only a couple of times where her attitude was quite nice. Like her attitude, even on our first date, was semi-normal, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. It wasn't normal, it was semi-normal. So maybe it worked out for the best. So I haven't told Randall about this. So Randall, I guess whenever you watch this, call me, or Randall, whenever you get back from karaoke, I'll tell you what happened, you know? So there's that. I don't understand why people are not chatting. Normally by now, people are in the Chizat. I don't know if people are busy tonight. Well, it is 8:41, so normally when I do a late show, people are chatting away. So feel free to chat. Let me see what the Discord is saying. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I forgot to put a link. In the promo channel. Here, let me do that. Promo channel. Well, forgive me. I'm still trying to figure out. Sometimes I can figure out all this Discord shit, and sometimes I forget. So I apologize. Let's see here. Self promos. Let's just put that in there. Let me put the link in. Give me 1 second. Hopefully that'll help. Let's see. Come and hang out and chat away. There we go. Oh, apparently you can't put words in the promo section. All you can do is put a link. All right, well, there it is. Let's see here. Let's see. Well, I hope people start messaging soon. Well, I'm going to keep going on with the show. So hopefully people can... You guys are more than welcome to chat away whenever you want to. So there it is. Well, Larry said you never tell me. I just did tell you, Larry. I wrote it in the general chat so everybody could see it. That's why I put it there, but apparently you're not supposed to put it there. So, well, I will message Larry and tell him that I'm live. So, yo, I am live. Come and hang out. There we go. Well, Larry, I thought everyone would see it because I put it in the general, but some people went nuts in the chat, in the general chat, and said, "You don't put it here, put it in the promo section." So I didn't want to break any of LC's rules, so I put it in both places. So hopefully that'll be fine. So anyway, well, hopefully more people will chat later on in the show. All right, well, I'm going to continue on. So, yeah, so that's the first bit of bad news. So, I'm sad to say, you guys, I appreciate all the love, and I appreciate the 3 likes on my stream so far. But it looks like it's not going to work out with me and Claire, which I am totally fine with, because any person that screams uncontrollably and has a shitty attitude, and she pretty much had a shitty attitude from day one, you know? I was like, I did regret saying this before I blocked her. I said, if you keep this up, you'll never find anyone ever. I said, you'll die alone, you know? I mean, I didn't say, I hope you die. I said, if you keep up this shitty attitude, you'll die alone, which is correct because I was like, I did absolutely nothing wrong, and she's screaming and going ballistic on me. So I'm just like, whatever. I'm like, I don't know what the hell your deal is. I said, I was just trying to be a nice guy, you know? So there was that. Also, Visions, if you're watching, whenever Joey did come over, Joey picked up your autograph, which is over there. I haven't put it in a frame yet, but I will whenever I get some more money and stuff. I've got a bunch of things that I need to put in frames and put on the walls. He went, oh, hey, Fierce, I remember this. And he held up the Vision's autograph. And I said, Vision? I said, Joey, I said, you know what's funny about the Vision autograph? And he was like, no, what? I said, it's funny. I said, it's awesome that Vision sent me an autograph. I said, and what he wrote on it was amazing. He said, hey, to my buddy Fears, thanks for being my hero. Thanks for the content. Your friend Vision. I said, Joey, I said, I love all that, right? And then Joey was like, yeah. And I said, but here's the funny thing. I said, I don't know who the hell is in that autograph because Visions didn't want to put a picture of himself yet. He didn't want all the fans to know what he looks like. I don't even know what he looks like. I've kind of seen one photo of Visions. Around Halloween time, he sent me a picture. He had white and black makeup on with a black wig, and I could kind of make out his face a little bit, you know. So I don't know if we'll ever see Vision's face. Probably the only time I will is whenever I go and hang out with Visions. Maybe I'll get him in a vlog. What's up, Richie? Good to see you. Good to see you, Richie. Yo! See, now people are getting into the chat. See, it usually takes a couple of minutes, you know, for people to start chatting. But you guys had me worried there for a second. I was like, did I do something wrong? I'm just trying to do a show, and I was like, I got 14 people watching, and no chizats. So I was like, well, hopefully, if I keep on going with the show, hopefully people come in. What's up, Garth Brooks? How am I doing? I'm doing all right, Richie. I'll be honest, I'm a little tired from work, but besides that, I'm doing pretty good, buddy. Doing pretty good. So, anyway, to finish this story before I go on with the other updates, so Joey said, you don't know who this is, Fears? I said, Visions never told me. And I said, I have no idea who is in this autograph. And he went, Fears, he's an old basketball player. And I said, does he still play? He goes, no, he doesn't play anymore. He goes, but he coaches sometimes. And I said, so Visions likes basketball. And he goes, yeah. And Joey told me the name of the basketball player. Visions, I'm sorry, I forgot the name that Joey told me. But now I know it's a basketball player, because whenever I opened it up and Visions gave it to me, I'm like, I don't know who the hell this guy is. And everyone was trying to convince me, no, Fears, that's Visions. I'm like, it's not Visions, because this basketball player is black. And I'm like, I've seen Visions' hand. It's white, because Visions, a couple of times in the Discord, like whenever I sent him something, you know, for a fan, I sent him me and Randall's drawing from one of the drawing streams. He had his hands in it showing off the photo. Right? And I was like, well, I know Vision's hand is white. It's not black. I don't have anything against black people, you know, but I was like, I wrote Pixel back, and I was like, Pixel, I know for a fact Visions is not black. So Visions, I finally found out who that person is. So I know it's a basketball player. And I was like, I looked at Joey, and Joey looked at me, because Joey came to visit me a day ago, and I was like, I said, oh, so he likes basketball. And Joey's like, obviously, Fears. And I said, okay. I said, because I don't know who the hell that person was in that autograph. I said, I love the autograph. And I said, I can't wait to put it in a frame and get it on the wall. I just haven't yet. I've been a little lazy about everything. Not just that. Washing. I've been kind of lazy the last couple of weeks. So I was like, I don't know who the hell this is in this photo. I appreciate the autograph, though. But yeah. Let's see. Garth says, Richie, I sent Fears a letter. When are you going to get a P.O. box? You know what, Garth Brooks? I keep forgetting to check the P.O. box. I am sorry. I will try to check it tomorrow, my friend. I keep forgetting. I need to. So yeah. So those are all those updates. The third update, thank God, is something good. Because really the only bad update was the whole Claire update. The third update is Tommy NC 2010 is coming to visit Fears. Well, actually, he's coming to visit. He's coming to visit his family. But he said, "Hey, Fears, when I'm in town, I'm gonna be here in Florida. Do you want to hang out?" And I said, "Sure." So I don't know what we're gonna do this weekend, but Tommy's gonna come and hang out with me this weekend. And I said, Tommy, I'm up for whatever you want to do. Larry asked in the Discord if he was going to come to Disney World with me. And I said, well, I may just put the Disney World trip on hold and just do something else with Tommy this weekend. And maybe next week do the big Disney trip because I haven't went to Disney in a while. Yo, Nancy, what's up? Good to see you. She says, what's up, Fears? What's up, Richie? What's up, Garth? So I don't know what me and Tommy are going to do. But we'll definitely come up with something fun. I don't know. Maybe we'll go bowling. Maybe we'll go miniature golfing. We'll do something. And I'm just looking for Tommy being in all the Tommy apparel. You know, he's going to have the fedora on. He's going to have the suit coat on. We're definitely going to do a live stream. We'll definitely do a live stream and kind of say hello to the fans. You know what? I'm just going to call Larry right now because he doesn't know when I'm streaming. I said, yo, I'm live. I thought that would tell him, like, I'm live right now, you know? So, I'm just going to call him. And tell him I'm live right now. So, we'll see. We will see. Well, I better just write it and say I'm live now. I am live right now. Come and hang out. The stream is up right now. So hopefully he'll understand that. Because I already wrote him and said, yo, I'm live, you know. So it's up right now. So hopefully he'll get that. I better tell that to Visions. Let's see. I said, about to stream. See you there. I'm live, so come and hang out. Let's see here. I'm just going to tell Visions the same thing. I'm going to be like, yo, the live is up right now. The live is up right now. Visions may be working, you know, because he works a lot on his merch, like at night and stuff, so he may be too busy, but hopefully we'll get a cameo from Visions. The live is up right now. And let's see here. Oh, of course, Quentin said something stupid. Yeah, we don't give a fuck. Well, you know what, Quentin? I'm glad that you don't give a fuck, because you're not a fan, you know? Quentin he's always so negative. He's so negative. I hate that guy so much. I bet you he's never been nice, ever, in his life. He's just so damn negative, Quentin is. Anyway. It's whatever. He's such a piece of crap. I mean, he's not going to ruin the stream, but he's just got the most shittiest attitude ever. Quentin does. It's so stupid. You know? Anyway, it is what it is. That's what I'm telling you when I tell people, like, I try to get along with everybody. You know, he's one person that I've tried, and he will never, ever, ever can get along with someone. All right, here, let me shut the Discord because I don't want to make you guys think I'm ignoring you because I'm not. But well, hopefully Vision will pop up a little bit later. Maybe he's working, so I don't want to interrupt him. I've already wrote him once. Oh, well, now twice because I said the live is up right now, so I'm sure he'll see it eventually. So Larry, check your messages, and I put it in the Discord, Larry, that my live is up right now. So I'm gonna minimize the Discord here. But yeah, so let's see. Where did I leave off? Let's see. Oh, hey, Walter White. What's going on? Good to see you, man. Walter, at some point, I would love to have you on the show. But remember you sent me that voice message, and you're like, well, I don't want to be on right now, Fears. I went, that's okay. That's all right. So you let me know when you're comfortable. So, because me and Walter have kind of became friends now. He kind of did what Joey did. You know, Walter apologized first. And Walter actually sent me a very nice Vigo the Carpathian painting. Walter, I'm kind of curious. It's not a drawing. It's actually on canvas, but you guys know that they painted that painting solely for Ghostbusters 2. So, Walter, did someone take a digital photo and, like, digitize it and put it on canvas? I'm just curious how you got the artist to do that. Or did you just, was it already on canvas and you bought it online? I love it. I've shown you guys it twice now. It is so fucking good. My whole bathroom, I'm turning my bathroom into like a Ghostbuster theme. So I haven't got everything. I've got a couple of paintings and stuff on the wall already. I'm gonna put the Vigo the Carpathian in a frame and put it in the bathroom somewhere. Eventually, I'm gonna buy a shower curtain with the Ghostbuster. So we're getting there. It's getting there. And Joey kind of saw that a little bit, and I did apologize to Joey. I'm like, Joey, the apartment is a little messy because Fears hasn't done any spring cleaning, and like, I haven't done any spring cleaning in about a week or two. I've just been on this lazy. Fears is a lazy shit mode for a while. I need to get out of this current funk I've been in, you know. So yeah, but anyway, but eventually I'll get all that shit on the wall. Because, I mean, I'll be honest, there's still a lot of wall space, but I'm kind of running out of wall space because some of the coolest things that fans have sent me, like whatever that Candace girl, literally, she painted a picture with my face with the Fears Man costume on it over there. I was like, this is going in a frame, and I'm going to get the biggest frame that Walmart has. So, I just put it in the biggest frame possible. And I went up, I said, what's the biggest frame? And they were like, I think it was like 23 by something. I can't remember, but it was like 23 something. I said, give me that frame. And then I went to Walgreens and I had them blow up that piece of artwork. So, yeah. I'm just curious, was it, Walter, was it already on a canvas and you just bought it? Or did you have to tell the artist, hey, my friend Fears loves Ghostbuster. Here's a digital photo of Vigo the Carpathian. Can you put it on a fucking canvas? I'm just curious how that took place. Excuse me real quick. Somebody wrote me in the Discord. So yeah. Oh, Larry says, okay, cool. I'm on the way. All right, Larry's on the way. Nice. Apparently, Quentin got pissed off, too. Apparently, if you just write in the general chat, hey, I'm live, come and hang out, he gave me a whole bunch of shit. It doesn't go there, put it in the promos. It doesn't matter. Does it really matter that much? To me, it doesn't really matter, you know? Because LC doesn't care what you put in his Discord, but, I mean, I don't want to break the rules, so next time I'll just put it there, because I don't really want to get hassled by Quentin, you know? But it is what it is. Anyway. So, anyway. But you know how Quentin is. He's always fucking negative, man. That guy is, ugh. The nightmare that is Quentin. Let's see. Where did I leave off? What's cracking, Fears? Just a chill stream. I've been growing out the 5 o'clock shadow. Every once in a while, I like the 5 o'clock shadow. Not a beard. I just like the rough look for a little bit, and then when it gets too much roughness, then I start fucking itching the hell out of it because it just drives me nuts. You know? I don't know how people do, like, big-ass beards. Like, Pixel's got a big beard, and, well, the dude at one time had a big beard. I don't know if he has I haven't seen a picture of the dude's face in a while, so I don't know if he has a beard anymore, but a bunch of people in our YouTube community have, like, big, thick beards. And I'm like, I don't know how you guys can do it. I think the farthest I've ever gotten to a beard is I went, like, 2 months without shaving, and I kind of had a beard. I had some intense 5 o'clock shadow after 2 months, and that's the closest I've ever had to having a beard. But after 2 months, I was like, fuck this, I'm done. This is coming off. It was itching, and all my friends say, Fears, when you start growing a beard, the first couple of weeks, you have to get over that high horse, you know? Like you said, first couple of weeks, man, it's going to itch. But they said eventually when the hairs get longer, then it's easier to have a beard. But I was like, I don't know, man. I'm like, it's itching the hell out of me. And so, but right now it doesn't itch that much. Like right now it's okay. But if I give it another week and a half, you would see Fears itching the hell out of it. So, yeah. Let's see. Garth, what's your favorite Garth Brooks song? I don't know. Garth Brooks, Walter wants to know, so tell us. What's up, Martin? Yo, Tinder Immortal, what's going on? Tinder Immortal, you've got to message me back on Instagram. Write me tonight. When are we doing our second interview? Interview 2. I want to do it. Well, I don't know if we can do it this weekend, Tinder Immortal, because I'm going to be hosting. Tommy NC 2010 is coming to Casa de Fears this weekend. Because he said, hey, Fears, I'm in town. When's the best time to hang out? And I said, well, it has to be the weekend because I said, I have my days off, but I said, I work at night. So I said, we can't do anything at night. I said, now on Saturday and Sunday, we can do whatever the hell you want, Tommy. And he was like, all right, Fears. He goes, either I can come to your house or you can pick me up Saturday morning. I said, yeah. I said, Saturday morning, I don't have any work. I said, I'll just wake up, I'll take a shower, I'll call you, and I'll meet you wherever you want to meet. And I said, we'll hang out Saturday and Sunday. So that's the big festivities going on this weekend, my friend. So that's another update. Before I get to any other update, let me catch up with the chat, and then I'll get with all the other updates. Let's see. Nancy says, you know what, Fears? You could pull off a beard. Just don't let it get scraggly. I know, but it already is kind of straggly, you know? I mean, I know you need to trim it up and stuff, but man, it's not about being straggly. It's about it itching like crazy. That's what drives me nuts. And I'm just like, ugh. I got you, Walter. I promise you, I will frame it, my friend. When I do frame it, I'll put it in a vlog. I'll be like, all right, Walter, here it is. It's finally framed. I'll put it in a vlog so you'll be able to see it, because I do appreciate it, my friend. Yo, Shuffler, what's up? He says, hey, Fears, have you ever grown out a beard? What's your opinion on facial hair? I give facial hair a big thumbs up. It's not that I don't like beards, Shuffler. It's like that it itches too much for my face. So every couple of days or weeks, I shave it off. But every once in a while, I do like a little bit of facial, you know. The best of my favorite is just a little bit of 5 o'clock shadow. Just a little bit. Not too much, not too little. This is like a perfect amount. I like a little stubble. You know, the ladies love a little stubble. You know what I'm saying? I know some ladies like beards, but I don't know if I could ever have a beard. So, to answer your question, Shuffler, the longest I've ever let my facial hair grow out is 2 months. And I had a decent size of a little beard, but it wasn't like a full-on beard. So, that's the closest I've ever came. So, yeah. Yo, Carmine, what's up? He says, hello, Fears. Hello, chat. Hello, Claire. I know, right? Oh, my God. She was such a psycho. Well, if you guys listened to the beginning of this stream, Carmine, I tried. I'm not even kidding. I tried. Apparently, she didn't want to talk because I guess talking around her tennis really sets her off. I don't know what. I guess she was having a bad day. I don't know what the hell she was on about. But she started screaming and texting me crazy shit like a wild woman. And I'm like, I'm too old for this shit. She's so fucking immature. I'm like, fuck you. I'm done. You're gone. And I pretty much blocked her yesterday. I was like, I don't want to be with anyone screaming their head off or whatever the hell she was going on. Just watch the beginning of this stream. I tell the whole story. It was a nightmare. But she was a nightmare to begin with. Like, on our first date, her attitude was semi-okay. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm just like, well, if you don't want to be here, then just leave. And I'll just leave myself, you know? I'm like, I only want to date someone that wants to get to know me, that wants to be here. So I'm like, I don't want to waste your time. Don't waste my time. Let's just, you know, we'll do it. We'll do it. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. So already her attitude was shitty to begin with, you know? So, yeah. But yeah, Tinder Immortal, watch the beginning of this stream. I'm not going to retell the whole story. Watch the beginning of this stream, Tinder Immortal, and you'll find out what her problem was. I thought, oh, okay. Maybe we were just nervous. All right, we'll do a redo. We'll do a redo of the first date. So I said, hey, let's just be friends. Let's just chat for a little while. And every time I tried to chat with her, Tinder Immortal, this is like the 5-second version, she had an okay attitude or, oh, I'm tired. I don't want to talk. And then apparently I tried to text her when I knew she was getting done. She said, I'm going to be done with my tennis matches anywhere from 9:20 to 9:30. 9:20 rolls around. I just said, hey, how was your games? Did you win? Did you lose? What happened? Hey, can we, when you get home, can we start chatting? Because I wanted to ask her, hey, you know what? We were both nervous. Let's try another date. I never got to that, Tinder Immortal, because she started screaming, excuse me. I told you to message me at 9:30. Nah, 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 nah. And I'm like, what? Where the fuck is this coming from? And she exploded. So Tinder Immortal, that's the 5-second version. So I was like, what a psycho hose beast. I tried to message her and say, hey, is this a bad time? Are you okay? Then she started saying like really mean stuff. You're a weirdo. Stop typing me. And I was like, fine, whatever. I'm like, I don't need this shit. I'm like, you have the most shittiest attitude. She didn't like that I said that. And then she's like, what do you mean by that? And I said, truth hurts. And then she said, fuck you. And I went, no, fuck you. And then I blocked her, you know? So Tinder Immortal, that's kind of like, that's like the 5-second version. Watch the beginning of this stream. I tell everybody. So I'm sad to say that it won't work out, but guess what? I'm glad that it didn't work out because she was a fucking nutcase. And I told her, I said, I didn't wish death upon her. I just said, if your attitude doesn't change, you're going to die alone. I said, nobody wants to put up with your negative Nancy shit, negative vibes, like your shitty attitude. And she didn't like that either. But I was like, the truth hurts. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just like, all right, whatever. I'm like, I don't have time for this crap, you know? So I just went, all right, I'm done. And I just blocked her. So she didn't block me. I blocked her. And I was like, all right, whatever. I'm out of here. So, yeah. But, yeah. Oh, of course, now the Discord is saying that I shouldn't nag her. Guess what, crackpot? I did not nag her. So you can write whatever you want, but I did not nag her. I wrote her a couple messages, and she freaked out like an insane psycho hose beast, you know. So that's the truth. I'm not kidding. I'm not telling any tall tales. That's exactly what happened. I sent her like a couple messages, and she had the most shittiest attitude. And I said, okay, well, I'll just be the more mature guy. And I just said, look, I'm going to block you. I don't have time for this crap. Blocked her. And I haven't heard from her since, which is good. So anyway, hopefully that answers everybody's question. Walter says, it was already on a canvas. Okay, Walter. Okay, that makes sense. So what they must have done is they must have took a digital photo and transferred it onto a canvas. Because I was wondering, I was like, well, at first for the movie, it's a painting. But now since Ghostbusters 2 is so big and so popular, you can get Vigo the Carpathian. Like, I went to a convention one time and they were selling Vigo the Carpathian keychains. I bought one. It's back in Missouri, but I bought one. You can get them. You can get Vigo on T-shirts now. So I was like, okay. I'm like, so, and it's so awesome, Walter, that it's on a canvas, just like you know, the painting like in the fucking movie. I mean, it still would have been cool if it was like a digital photo that I could put in a frame. I mean, I wouldn't have cared because you guys know I love Vigo from Ghostbusters, but it's that extra effort, you know, that it's a canvas, and I was like, oh shit, thanks a lot, Walter. I'm like, that's fucking rad, you know. So I loved it. I thought it was great. I was like, oh hell yeah. So yeah, let's see here. Show the foil ball progress. There's not much progress. I haven't added to it in quite a while, but there it is. Still the same size. So no progress whatsoever, my friend. Dr. Jenkins, I'm just curious. I'm not making fun of your name, but what is Dr. Jenkins? Is it like from a Marvel movie? Is it from like a Marvel character? Or is it a DC character? Is it just where did that come from? I'm just curious. Just let me know. All right, let's see. Let me catch up with the chat before I tell you guys any more any more updates. Absolutely, Carmine. I try and do positive vibes all the time. Let's see. Shuffler says, I don't like mustaches. Beard someone. Yeah, I've tried a mustache once in my life, and I did not look good. I looked like some 70s porn star. But Carmine, I won. Me and my friends had a bet. This was way back. I think I was 18. My buddy Eric was like 17 or 18. Trent was like 20. We were all working at this car wash in O'Fallon, Missouri, because that's kind of where I grew up. Not my entire childhood. Most of my childhood was downtown St. Louis. Then when I was in like 5th or 6th grade, we moved to O'Fallon. When I got older, me and my family moved to Wentzville, because Wentzville, Missouri is literally like a mile or two away from O'Fallon, but in that general area. So I got a job, and Eric was like, Fears, he's like, you should get a job with me, man, because Trent's going to be there. I got Trent a job. Eric got the job at the car wash first, and he was like, man, how cool would it be if we all worked there, because we're all buddies. I describe me, Eric, Tom, Trent, Jesse, Brian as the all-American like friend group. We were the American Pie group. You know how like all the characters out of American Pie did everything together? Our little group of friends did pretty much almost everything together, and I love those guys. So whenever I get married someday, hopefully, those guys will definitely be at the bachelor party. I'm definitely inviting Pixel and the Dude and Visions. They're coming to the wedding for sure. So I got a job there. Trent, Tom, I think Brian was the only one that didn't get a job. Yeah, Brian was the only one that didn't get it. So we're all there. Jesse, Trent, Eric, Tommy. And I don't know, I think it was Eric's idea. He's like, we should do something fun at work. And I was like, we work at a car wash, so there's a lot of downtime. If we don't have any cars, there was downtime. And I was like, well, what do you got in mind? And Eric's like, we should do a contest. And I was like, of what? He's like, I got it, Fears. He goes, let's have a mustache contest. And I said, what the hell is that? And Trent was like, oh, I like this idea. So we betted some money. So everybody like put some money in a pot, and they said, whoever can keep a mustache the longest gets the money. So everyone started growing out their mustache, and I almost won. I believe Trent lasted the longest. So a couple weeks go by, Tommy was like, oh, the hell with this, Fears. So Tommy was the first one to shave it off. Then Eric, so then it was just down to me, and then Jesse did it a couple weeks later, so it was down to me and Trent, and I kept, itching my mustache, and I was like, oh, the hell, I don't know how people could have mustaches. I was like, fuck this noise. So I eventually shaved it. So Trent, I believe it was either Trent or Eric won. I honestly can't remember, but Trent was one of the last few. Maybe it was Eric. I'll have to ask him next time I'm in town. I'll have to ask Eric, because Eric has a better memory than me. I'll be like, Eric, who won the mustache competition? So, yeah. So I've only done a mustache once, Shuffler, but once was enough for me, buddy. I was like, nah, I'm good. After that experience, I'm good. I'm really good. So, yeah. Let's see. Coneheads, Goofy Movie. Let's see here. Toy Story, Problem Child, I Can Watch Forever. Oh, yeah. Those are all good ones, Tinder Immortal. Those are all good ones. I will tell people when we get to that topic, what movies I can watch forever. Doesn't matter. You all have those movies of what movies. It doesn't matter how many times you watch them. They're like, oh my God, that movie's so fucking great. Like, I could watch it 1,000,000 times a day. Doesn't matter. It never gets old. Those are the type of movies I'm talking about, you know? So, I mean, those are all good, those are good ones, Tinder Immortal. I've watched Goofy movie a bunch of times. Coneheads I have. It's somewhere up here. Right there. Coneheads is right there. Right up there. So, yeah. Let's see. Tinder Immortal says, what was her problem? Again, it was basically her attitude, Tinder Immortal. She had the shittiest attitude. Like, she went, oh, I'm better than everybody else. My shit don't stink. She had the most shittiest attitude of a girl that I've ever seen in my life. I was like, what the hell is your deal? So, yeah. Yo, Larry, what's up? I'm trying to catch up with the comments here. I'm sure you've been here for a while, buddy. I get behind on the comments sometimes. Larry reporting for duty. Damn right. So, yeah. We never had a pre-date, Tinder Immortal. We had just a normal date. We talked before the date, but we never had a pre-date. We should have had a pre-date, like how me and Casey did it. Then I wouldn't have wasted my time. So it sucks that I went through that whole charade with Claire and wasted my time. But I'm glad I did, because everything that she did, that's not what I want in a soulmate. You know, I was like, God, you have the shittiest attitude. Fuck that. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of my face. You know? So, yeah. No, I'm not, Larry. Watch the beginning of this stream, and you'll understand why. So, yeah. No, I don't have anyone on deck, Carmine, but I need to. I haven't checked my dating app in a while, so maybe I need to go back there and check and try to get somebody on deck. You know, but nobody on deck right now. So, yeah. Yeah, Dr. Jenkins. I don't think you want to be Usher. Oh wait, is Usher a nickname for Dr. Jenkins? I don't know. I'm not really into rap. Nothing against rap, but yeah, I have no idea about that world. So let's see. I want to help out with the bachelor party too. Well, Larry, you're more than welcome to come, buddy. You know, if it ever happens. So yeah, I'd like to be the bachelor party. Carmine, you are more than welcome to come one day if you want. I don't know who you are, Carmine, but you're more than welcome to come. Probably I'll put Eric in charge, because Eric's my best friend. Probably Eric and Randall will be in charge of the bachelor festivities. And if it's anything like Eric's bachelor party, oh my God, Eric's was legendary. I've told you guys the stories. I've only told you guys half the stories that happened at Eric's bachelor party. Oh my God. Richie says, what up, Larry? Carmine says, oh, I'm going, Fears. All right, well, Carmine, that means we have to hang out in real life someday. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never met you, Carmine, so there you are. Larry says, do you like the ladies, Carmine? Well, I'm sure he does, Larry. But you don't want to assume things. You know, since we don't know who Carmine is, he could like dudes, he could like ladies. You know, I don't want to offend anyone, but 10 times out of 12, Larry, if he says, hey, I want to come to a bachelor party for the guys, 10 times out of 12, he probably likes ladies, you know? But yeah. Let's see. Is that where you gave Carrie a lap dance? No, thank God. I did not give Carrie a lap dance. She started dancing with me, Tinder Immortal. That was at my best friend Eric's wedding, you know? So, and Eric's wedding was off the fucking chain. Oh my God, he had like 300 people show up at his wedding. It was awesome. Set me up with a maid of honor. Well, a lot of girls that are going to be... Well, I don't know who's going to be the maid of honor. It's usually your wife's best friend usually is that. So, I don't know, Carmine. But I know Eric's going to... I'll probably have two best man, because I can't pick between Eric and Randy. So I'm going to have to go up to Randy and Eric and say, I don't want to pick between you guys. You guys both share the best man duties. Well, Eric is married, so I know his wife, Erin, would like to be the girl that walks down. Plus, Erin's a good friend of mine. I've been Erin's friend as long as I've been Eric's friend, so I don't want to, like, split them up and be like, hey, Eric, I'm going to put you with some random girl, you know? So normally if you have a married couple in the wedding, obviously they put them together, you know. That's just the nice thing to do. So plus Erin is like the sister I've never had, you know. Erin's been a good friend over the years. She's gave me so much advice. Erin is a wonderful person. I'm glad Eric and Erin got together. They were old high school like they're like I don't know what you call it, like an old high school couple that never broke up. Even though they did break up once after high school. They dated some people for a little while, and then they were like, you know what? We still love each other, and they got back together, and then they eventually got married. And me and Tommy shared the best man duties, because Eric was like, Fears, I met Tommy before you, but you're my best friend, and I'm Tommy's best. I said, well, then just share it. I said, we'll share the best man duties. So when we were in his wedding, sometimes I held on to the ring, and then I would give it to Tommy. But whenever I gave Tommy the job of, well, listen, you've been Eric's best friend before me, so I said, whenever Eric turns around and asks for the ring, I said, you should be the one that gives it to Eric. And he went, oh, thanks, Fears, that's nice of you. And I said, well, it's only fair because you guys have known each other longer. We're both Eric's best friend. So, yeah. Toss me an ant. I don't care. Well, I hate to say it. My aunt on both sides is already married, Carmine. So you're out of luck, you know. But Carmine, you seem like a nice guy. I'm sure you'll find a babe way before Fears gets married. Because at this point, I'm already 40, you know. So I don't have much time left, you know. I'm trying. I really am. So yeah. Oh, here we go. Crackpot says, dude, you couldn't even wait until 9:30. It's not about that. She said I could text her between 9:20 and 9:30. Well, apparently she forgot to tell me that, and she went nuts, you know. It wouldn't, Crackpot, I know you're watching. It wouldn't have mattered because she had a shitty attitude, you know. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered when I did it, you know, when I did it. So, anyway. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, that's hilarious, Larry. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I don't know, Carmine. I don't know if I would invite her. Probably not, because she didn't invite me to her wedding. And even if she did, I know me and her are good friends. I probably wouldn't have shown up. So I doubt I would invite her, you know. That's pretty funny. Larry says, you know what, Fears? Give Visions the flower girl. Well, I don't have to have him, you know, be the flower girl, because Visions has already got a lady, you know. So I would probably just invite Visions, you know, with his lady, you know. So plus, Larry, you don't have an adult as a flower girl. Usually the flower girl and the ring bearer are like little kids. So, I mean, it would be hilarious to see Visions be the ring bearer, you know, because Visions is almost as old as I am. But normally little kids have that job, you know, in a wedding. So I couldn't do that to Visions. I'd be like, hey, Visions, you're gonna do this, and he'd be like, Fierce, what the hell, you know? So I wouldn't do that because Visions is my buddy, you know. So I wouldn't do that. All right, let's see what other updates. So we got Tommy coming this weekend. It didn't work out with Claire. Work's been going all right. I just need to find a better job with better hours. I'm telling you, these night shifts are killing Fears. I'm getting sick and tired of. I don't mind. I've worked all sorts of jobs. I've worked morning shifts. I've worked afternoon shifts. But man, the night shifts sometimes are killing Fears. Ugh. Depends on how many boxes. Plus, I don't want to work in a factory my entire life. So yeah. If you don't invite me, I'll just crash it anyhow. Oh, shit. All right. Well, there it is. There it is. You know? Oh, Lord. Well then I won't invite you, Carmine, because you already said you're going to show up anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anyway. No, I probably would. I probably would invite a few fans, you know. But anyway. Let's see, what else? I know there's some... Oh, I know I always say this, but I'm a good friend, so I will say it again. Jeff has got a lot of shows coming up. I mentioned to Jeff... Let's see. Did he write me back? I was trying to get Jeff to come with me to Disney. But let's see. Did he write me back on Facebook? Let's see here. He looked at it, but he did not message me back yet. Which is okay, because Jeff is a busy guy. But I don't know if I'm going to go to Disney this week now, because Tommy called me at the last waking moment and said, "Hey, Fears, I'm going to come visit. I'm visiting my mom. Let's hang out." And so I was like, okay. So I'll probably put the Disney trip on hold, because I haven't went to Disney. Well, I'll probably do it next week. So I'll probably call Jeff back and because I want Jeff to come with me the next time, because Jeff was like, "Hey, man, let me know the next time you're going to Disney." And I was like, "Oh, I will." I said, "I'll let you know." So, yeah. Anyway, Jeff's got a bunch of shows coming up. The next show, I may skip the May show, because that one, it's an okay show. It's not my favorite. But I'm definitely going to the June Orlando Collector Fest. That's one of my favorite shows. It's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorite shows, mind you. And that's a great show. So if you guys are in town, the next 3 shows I'm going to, I'm definitely going to the Orlando Collectors Fest June 8th. Then I may go to the June 22nd, 23rd show. That one's in Fort Lauderdale. I've yet to drive to Fort Lauderdale. I've been to Fort Lauderdale before with my family, but since I've lived down here, I've never drove to it. But that show may be worth it. I'm definitely going to the July show, the Tampa Toy Con. I never miss that show. That show is fucking amazing. You guys have got to come. If you're in the area, the July 13th, 14th, it's a 2-day con. Jeff has never made that show a 2-day con. Like the Tampa Toy Con in the past has always been a 1-day. So you guys have got to check that out. Check it out. And then there's another one on July 21st, 22nd, the Fort Myers one. I've been to that show once, and that one was all right. That one was okay. Then I'm definitely going to the Star Wars Collectors Con on July 28th. The Star Wars shows that Jeff always puts on, those are always fantastic. So, if you guys want more information, check out my buddy Jeff's shows. Go to FloridaToyShowAndExpos.com. That's his website. Or you can just check out his Facebook page, guys. Florida Toy Shows and Expos on Facebook. Jeff is a kick-ass guy. You guys got to check these shows out. They're fucking amazing. So, check them out. And then, last, but certainly not least, Fears wants to hear from you. Send Fears fan mail at this address. Don't worry if you can't write it down. You can just pause the live stream, or just look into the description. Any video that I upload or do a live on, this address is in the description always. Fears wants to hear from you, so send it to 16745 Cagan Crossings Boulevard, STE 102B, PMB 40, Clermont, Florida 34714. There it is. And I look forward to getting back to my fans. So, yeah. I'll be honest, every once in a while I get some troll mail, but besides the troll mail, it's been a good response. All the other type of mail that I get from fans, good stuff. But I knew that going in. I knew, all right, Fears, if you put up a P.O. box, you know that some idiot out there is going to send you some troll mail. It really doesn't bother me. The last one did kind of bother me because they said some evil shit about my dad. And remember, that was the letter that I showed it on camera. But I said, this is so vile. This is so evil. I'm not reading this on camera because it was so bad. It was pretty bad. But it wasn't true. But the thought of somebody writing this in a letter, it was pretty fucking evil. Anyway. That's a good question, Larry. Larry says, Fears, when you do get married, what color tux would you wear? Probably I love, whenever you wear a tux, I love black. So it would probably be two of my favorite colors. I'd probably do a black suit coat with like a green vest because I like green. I think yellow or blue would be either blue or green. Either a blue vest with a blue bow tie with a black suit coat, or a green vest with a green bow tie. I don't want to wear a tie. I want to wear a bow tie because I love bow ties. Any chance I get to wear a bow tie, I do. You know, so I think I wore a bow tie at Eric's wedding. I think I did. I can't remember. I wore a bow tie to my senior prom. I just think bow ties are a lot cooler than normal ties. So yeah. I work graveyard shifts. I bet getting up at those hours, it's very draining. That's when I started drinking coffee. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Shuffler. Some days, as long as Fears has some coffee before work, which I try to drink coffee in the streams, or sometimes at work, it's kind of a hit or miss. You go into you go into the lounge at work. Sometimes they have coffee brewing, but there's so many people that work at that factory. If you don't come in early, by the time you clock in, the coffee's fucking gone. Now, eventually they do brew, but in order to get some, you have to get off the line. And unless someone helps you, like anytime I have to use the restroom, I have to grab either a manager or I have to grab somebody else and say, hey man, I'm dying to use the restroom. Can you watch my trucks and watch the line for me? I have to go take a piss, or I got to go do number 2. So occasionally I dash to the restroom, use the restroom, grab a cup of coffee, and run back, and then I get back on the line. So we don't really have any break, Shuffler. That's another thing that sucks. So if I bring my lunch, which I usually do, I either bring my lunch or I bring a snack. Whenever the line is like kind of slow, I just bend down, eat a couple of, I'll take a couple bites of my sandwich. Sometimes I drink a Powerade or a water at work. Take a few sips, take a few bites of my sandwich, put it back in my lunch pail, and then I'm good to go for another 15, 20 minutes, and then whenever it gets slow again, then I'll eat the rest of my sandwich or whatever, I wish they would give us like an hour break for lunch or something, but they don't. So, yeah, man. It's definitely, well, I already told you guys I've already started applying to a couple other jobs, but I'm going to take my brother and my mom's advice. They were like, do not get rid of that factory job until you find something else. I said, I won't, so. But yeah, but I hear you, Shuffler. Those graveyard shifts, whew, man, they drain you, for sure. Let's see. I can get a dunk dank when we do this, guys. Hang out. I'm dunking your ass. Oh, Lord, Larry. Well, Larry, I can only imagine what you're going to bring to the table, buddy, for the bachelor party. Oh, my God. Larry said, would I invite Joey? We'll see. I mean, I did forgive Joey, but I did tell him, hey, man, it's going to take me a while to fully forgive you. And he said, well, I understand that, Fears. I put you through hell for so many years. I do appreciate his apology because it was very heartfelt, and I got a glowing response. Like after I did that stream the other day, I went into the Discord and it was nothing but positive. Even Adam Bachidi, even though he's a dick, he actually said some nice things. He goes, "I'm really impressed on how Fears handled that situation," and I was like, "Well, Adam does a lot of that flip flopping shit. He's my buddy, and then he hates me." So I was like, I don't know whether to believe him, but I said, I'll just take his word for it, because what he said was nice, and I was like, wow. And I was surprised I thought, oh, Quentin's definitely going to say something. He didn't say shit. I went, oh, wow. I'm astounded he didn't say anything. He said some shit today, because he was giving me some shit. That goes in the promo, Fears. I was like, oh, God, this fucking guy. But the night that I did the whole update on the Joey thing, he didn't say shit. And I was like, wow, he actually kept his fucking mouth shut. Surprise, surprise. Because normally, he always says his 2 fucking cents, so. Anyway, but, yeah. So, we'll see. I haven't unblocked him on Instagram yet. I'm going to. He said, this is his words. He was like, If because I asked him before him and his oh god, his girlfriend was Tatiana. Excuse me, I almost said it wrong. Before they left, I said, "So what do you want to do now, Joey?" I said, "Do you want to keep in touch? Do you not want to keep in touch? Do you want to be friends?" And he was like, "Well, that's up to you, Fears." He's like, "Since I put you through so much shit," he goes, "How about we start slow?" And I was like, "Slow is good." And he's like, "Why don't you just unblock me?" He goes, "Before Fears, I had you followed on everything: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all that." And I said, "Okay." And he was like, "Why don't you just start with one? Unblock me on Instagram." And I was like, and he goes, "But take your time." So I haven't done it yet, but whenever I feel comfortable, I'm going to go through my block list and unblock him and refollow him, and we'll see how that goes. So I will keep you guys updated. Yo, Doom! I'm sure you've been there for a while there. I'm sorry. Fears. Sometimes I get behind on the chat, so sorry to keep you waiting. What's up, Doom? Any chance of another drawing stream soon? That was fun. Well, I'm glad you like the drawing streams. Mostly everybody does like the drawing streams. I mean, the drawing streams are pretty badass. Probably the next time me and Randall hang out, whether Randall comes here. If Randall comes here, then we just go, because he doesn't bring his whiteboard with him, Doom. So normally if we do it here, I tell Randall it would be so much easier just to get like a magic marker. I have some magic markers. We'll just get some white construction paper. And then normally Randy puts it on my couch and we sit over here. And then Randy starts drawing, and then we normally just ship that off to a fan, or I'll keep it, or Randy keeps it. And like the last time we did a drawing stream here, we gave that drawing to Visions, and he loved it. So since me and Randall have given Visions 2 drawings, and he has one in his office and one in his garage, he's actually shown me pictures like, "Yo, Fierce, I fucking love this drawing. I framed it. It's in my office. It's in my garage where I make all my Visions merge for my website. And unless Visions wants a third one, I'll probably give it to another fan. So Larry, Doom, anybody that wants one, probably after the drawing stream, whenever Randall comes here, I'll get your guys' address and just mail it off to you. So anybody that wants it. But yeah, we'll probably do another drawing stream when Randall comes, because now me and Randall take turns. So last time it was my turn to come visit Randall and hang out, so because Randall lives about an hour and 45 minutes away, so we always take turns. So I'm not always doing the driving. Randall's not always. So the next time he comes over here, most likely we'll probably do a drawing stream. So yeah. Get married in the Fears Man costume. Well, listen, Larry, I've always wanted to have somebody make the Fears Man costume. I mean an actual costume, and I wanted to wear it at Comic-Con. If anyone ever did make it, I would do it like Superman. I would be like, "Hey, Mom, I'm going to buy you all the materials. Here's a picture of Fears Man." I would like give my mom one of the best drawings that Randall's ever done and say, "Mom, can you make a real version of the Fears Man costume from this cartoon photo?" And I'd probably have my mom do it, Larry. Just like, Martha Kent made Clark Kent's, costume. My mom's good at quilting. My mom's good at sewing. I bet you my mom couldn't make a kick-ass costume. So I would be like, "Hey, Mom, I will buy you the materials." And I would do one of those blue, like, spandex suits, and plus I'd have to, before I put on the costume, Fears would have to lose this big belly, because I wouldn't want to be a fat superhero at Comic-Con. I would want to have a flat chest, so Before that happens, Larry, my mom's making the costume, and before I go to Comic-Con in it, I gotta get a flat. I've been losing weight. I've been getting there. I've been in the gym 3 times a week, so we're getting there. But definitely got a long way to go. So yeah. But yeah, hopefully that answered your question, Doom. Doom, I do have a question. Has that guy that you were telling me about, has he chilled out, or did he block you again? The guy that went nuts when you were just playing around in the chat, or whatever the hell it was. See, like, I took it good. You were like, the turn. I was like, all right, rock on, the fucking turn. Did that guy ever, like, get mad at you again, or re-get mad at you, or is that drama still going on, or whatever the hell it is? I don't know. I was just curious. It's none of my business. I was just curious. So, yeah. Drawing stream was great. Well, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Usually everybody likes the drawing streams. Like I'll take Randall's suggestions. Randall puts his own suggestions. Then we pass it off to the fan. I'm like, whatever you want. Randall's a great drawer. Randall will throw it in there. So Randall's very talented. I guess he's at karaoke because I have not heard from him since Monday. So he's either... I know for a fact he worked on Fears Man Tuesday and Wednesday. And normally when he works on Fears Man, he doesn't want me bother him, so I don't bother him. So hopefully before I go to work tonight, hopefully I'll get a call. Because normally he calls and says, hey, yo, Fears, I got $50 in tips, from doing magic at karaoke night. I'm like, oh, sweet, Randall, right on. The combination of money always changes from night to night depending on how many people tipped Randall. But Randall usually walks out of there always near 25, anywhere from 25 to $50 usually. So yeah. Yo, Pretend Stories, what's up? I think I just walked in on a strange conversation. No, it wasn't a strange conversation. You did come in mid-story, though. So if you want to hear the whole story, I'm not going to say it again. Just watch the stream over again. Let's see. If you want to wear spandex, you do, John. Well, I mean, I think that a spandex costume, one, that's usually what superheroes wear. Plus, it would be probably the most comfortable, Again, I would leave all that up to my mom. I'd be like, Mom, here's some money, get the best material alive, and make the Fears Man costume, I would love to see the Fears Man costume, or if a fan wanted to make it, I would wear it, I mean, the Fears Man costume's pretty simple. I mean, you've seen, he's got a yellow mask that he puts on over his eyeballs, and so that, I would want that material to match the costume. Then he's got a yellow cape, and he's got a blue spandex suit with an F, as the crest. He's got a yellow belt, and he's got blue spandex pants, and then he's got yellow boots. Or sometimes we put him in yellow boots, or sometimes we put him in yellow Converse shoes. I could buy the yellow Converse shoes because I love Converse. And then he's got yellow gloves, so it wouldn't take that much, but I definitely would want my mom to make the costume because I know for a fact she would do a kick-ass job. My mom is great at sewing, great at making quilts because she's always making quilts and donating them to her church. Or our church, because she goes to the same church, and then the church buys, and my mom sometimes she keeps the money, and then sometimes she donates the money to the church, or different charities of her, that are her favorites, so. She loves making those quilts, my friend. Anyway, Doom, did that guy finally give you a rest, or is that guy still pissed off? I don't understand why he would get pissed off over you saying, oh, ooh, the turn. I'd be like, who the fuck cares? Like, who cares, That's just me. That is just me, my friend. Anyway, I was just wondering. All right. So I think that's all the updates. Let's get to the actual topics tonight. I'm going to start with the top 10 movies that Fears could watch forever. Number 1, for sure, is Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 1. I've watched that movie well over 1,000 times. Well over 1,000 times, if not more. So, you guys knew that was coming. So, that's number 1. Number 2, I'd say The Goonies. That's number 2. Number 3, 4, and 5 is the 3 Back to the Future movies. So Back to the Future 1, Back to the Future 2, Back to the Future 3. So number 1 is Ghostbusters. Number 2 is Goonies. 3, 4, and 5 are the 3 Back to the Futures. Number 6, probably, I know it's not a movie, but I've watched them over and over and over again. Any episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, like the entire series, that would be number 6. I could watch them over and over and over and over again. Number 7, probably Knight Rider, like the whole 4 seasons of Knight Rider. I know they're not movies, but I could watch them forever too. Number 8, I'm going to agree with Tinder Immortal. I love the Coneheads, so probably the Coneheads. Number 9, probably, let's see here. I do watch. I love watching a lot of old television shows, like MacGyver. I would put in there too, even though that's not a movie. So I'm gonna say number 9, and any episode of MacGyver, new or old, because I do like the new version of MacGyver, the one they made in 2016. I'm right in the middle of trying to finish that. I haven't finished yet. I'm on. They made 5 seasons of the new one. I think I'm on season 3 right now. And then number 10. Let me look at my movies real quick. I don't know. Let's see here. Oh, my favorite horror movie, Halloween, of course. Halloween. Because as soon as I looked down, Halloween's down there, and I was like, well, hello, Halloween. So, yeah. So, Halloween for sure. I don't know. I'll be honest, Larry. I don't know if Visions is going to make this one. Either he's listening and he's working, because sometimes, well, not sometimes. He always works at night. He's more of a night owl, so he could be working and just listening. So if you are working and listening, Visions, I understand, because I know you get busy sometimes, but it's always a party when Visions shows up. It's always a party without him, but it's since Visions is one of my good buddies online, it's even more fun whenever he's here. So I get it. If you have to work, I get it, buddy. I understand. So those will be the top 10 movies that I could watch anytime, anywhere. So yeah, those are always fun. All right, let's review Life. I've seen this before, but I had never seen the Blu-ray versions. Tons of bonus features. The bonus features were amazing. Eddie Murphy's always funny. Martin Lawrence, he's just as funny as Eddie Murphy. I'm definitely going to give it a 9 out of 10. And I thought it was funny. 2 characters that weren't supposed to meet. They meet. They hate each other at first. Then they become buddies. Then when they get sentenced to prison for something they didn't do, now they're stuck together for life, in the same prison. So their friendship is back and forth. Sometimes they like each other, sometimes they hate each other, but it's definitely a funny comedy, and they end up staying there in the prison until they're 90. And then they eventually escape, and then when they finally do escape, they finally go back to New York after all these years. Most of their family members have passed away, so now they only have each other. They end up getting an apartment together, and they're best buddies. And the movie ends with them at a Yankees game in New York. So it definitely is a funny comedy. You guys should totally check it out. It was funny. I hadn't seen it in years, but I gave my DVD version to Goodwill, and then I found this at Goodwill for like $1. So it's definitely worth the watch. The only reason why I didn't give it a perfect 10 is some parts are a little slow. But for the most part, it's tons of funny scenes. They actually have some like serious issues that they tackle in a comedy. Like they break down, like, there's a couple of white people that are racist towards Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence characters. They stick up for each other, like, hey, fuck you, don't be calling us the N-word, and da-da-da-da-da. So they help each other out. So even though it's a comedy, they do handle some tough things that are still going on. Like, I wish racism wasn't a thing in today's society. There are some assholes out there that are, I'm like, hello, this is the 21st century. We're all created equal. Don't be doing that fucking racist shit. So I've never been racist. I never will be racist. I'm cool with everybody. If you're cool with fears, I'm cool with you. I don't care. Like I've said a million times. I don't care if you're blue, black, white, polka dots on your butt, whatever, gay, bi, transgender, whatever. If you're cool with fears, I'm cool with you, So I do like that they tackle that issue in this movie. It's funny as hell. So it's really funny. And it's got other comedians in it, but the 2 big comedians in it are Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy. So I've always liked Eddie Murphy as a comedian and as an actor ever since I was a little kid. I think he's got comedic genius. So definitely was a good watch. I hadn't watched it in a long time, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot about that scene. I forgot about that scene. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So it was definitely a good watch. So I'd say if I had to pick my two favorite scenes, Ray Gibson is Eddie Murphy's character, where he says, "You know what? Fuck you, Claude. I'm gonna escape." He goes, "On the edge of the property, there's a farmer that owns a plane. I'm gonna try and get off the property." And he goes, "It's probably not that hard to fly a plane." And then Claude looks at him like, "Yeah, you've lost your mind. You're not a pilot. Pilots can fly. You're not a fucking pilot." And he goes, "Well, fuck you, Claude. I'm trying anyway." And you see him get in the plane, and he flies over the prisoners, and he's like, "I'll see you guys in New York City." All of a sudden, he looks like that, and he goes, "Oh, shit!" And then he accidentally, Ray Gibson actually crashes the plane. A big explosion happens. The guards find him. He's all got, like, burn stains all over him, and they throw him in the hole. So that scene was funny. Another scene is when all the baseball scenes in it, between Ray and Claude, those are funny. So I'd say all the baseball, because I'm a big fan of baseball myself, so all the baseball scenes are not only good, but they're funny. So those two are my favorite scenes. So definitely give it a go, you guys. It was definitely a good movie, for sure. For sure. So yeah. All right. All right. Well, I think that's a good place to turn it off. I'm gonna save the third topic for tomorrow because I haven't had any dinner yet, so I'm getting a little hungry. So, and I'm gonna take a shower, and I just decided just to make some coffee. I was like, you know what? I'll do the stream before I get a shower and before I have dinner. So, I think I'm gonna take off, but I appreciate you guys giving me 3 likes. I appreciate you guys, everybody that showed up, and same time tomorrow. But the big event is Tommy NC 2010. I think this will be me and Tommy's third hangout ever. So the first hangout, all 3 times he's came to visit me or came to visit his family. One of these days, I got to make the trip up to, what is it, Gray Mountain, wherever he lives, Gray Mountain in South Carolina, or wherever the hell it is. Oh wait, is it Gray Mountain or Black Mountain? Whatever the hell it is. I need to go up there, and I've been to North Carolina like twice in my life with my church. I had a big church camp up there like when I was young, 2 times. I've been to South Carolina for me and my family went whitewater rafting up there when I was young. And then I went to another church camp in South Carolina when I was a kid. So I've been there. I've been to South Carolina, North Carolina like once or twice. I forgot. I think Tommy's in South Carolina. Oh, wait, no. Tommy NC. Never mind. He lives in North Carolina. Excuse me. North Carolina. I've been to both, though. I've been to North Carolina. I've been to South Carolina. But I always forget it's North Carolina because it's in his name. Tommy NC 2010. So, yeah. I don't know where the 2010 comes from. Maybe that's when he first started becoming a YouTuber. Because the 26 in Fearsman 26, that comes from, I uploaded my very first video ever on Fearsman 26 was when I was 26. So that's where the 26 comes from. And I was like, that would be easy to remember. The Fearsman comes from my my nickname in high school. I thought, oh, I'll just put that and that's pretty easy to remember. That's perfect. So yeah. So I cannot wait to hang out with Tommy. Third time. It's gonna be good. It's always a pleasure hanging out with Tommy NC 2010. He's a fun guy. He's a funny guy. He better not shoot me again with that fucking Nerf gun, you know, because I'm going to be a good host, and I'm going to give Tommy my bed, and I'm going to sleep on the couch. Tommy, I'm just letting you know right now, if you shoot me with that fucking Nerf gun, I swear to God, I'm going to be pissed. Because the last time he was over here, every morning, hey, Fears, waking me up to the fucking Nerf gun. I'm like, Tommy, you're a brave man. If Fears does not have an ample amount of sleep in the morning and my coffee, I turn into the fucking creature from the Black Lagoon. I turn into a fucking zombie. And I'm like, I will destroy your life. So, Tommy, you better not fuck with me in the morning. I kid you not, or I'm going to be pissed off beyond belief. So, and before I let Tommy in my house, I'm going to check his bag and make sure he does not have that fucking Nerf gun. Because if he does, I'm going to be like, Tommy, you're leaving that Nerf gun in my car, and I'm going to lock my car. You're not going to have that fucking Nerf gun in my house. Hilarious. You know what I'm saying? He's not shooting me with it again. I even told Joey that story. Joey was like, Fears, was Tommy like always shooting you with that Nerf gun? I'm like, yeah, every morning. Hey, Fears, shoot me with that fucking Nerf gun. I'm like, I get it, Tommy. I want to go back to sleep. You've interrupted my sleep enough. Can I just go back to sleep? That would be great, you know? Anyway, I'm sure he won't do it again. Hopefully not. Anyway, well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the show. I enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26, the main channel. Fears Vlogs, the second channel, part deuce. Follow my buddy Randall, Lord Randall, at Cameo Man 2021. His second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Follow Tommy NC 2010 on YouTube. Follow Sega, Lord Sega, King of the Segas, at the Sega Camp Gamer and Werecamp 22 on Twitch. That's right. Follow Immortal, Mrs. Immortal on Twitch. And I'm going to be signing off, guys. So this is Fears, signing off. Peace. Deuces. I'll see you guys later.